Hello, hello, hello. Autoimmune Prepper here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are not already subscribed, I want to invite you to now go ahead and subscribe to my channel. When you hit the subscribe bell, also hit the notification button so that you're notified when I put out new videos. Excuse me. Now, I also want to invite you to give the video a thumbs up. That definitely would be greatly appreciated, as well as you sharing the video. The whole thumbs up request, it actually helps the algorithm within YouTube to get my videos up and out for more viewers to come across my channel. And if they find my content of interest, they can continue to follow me or subscribe to my channel, get notifications when I put videos out, and they can watch all of my videos. Now, with that being said, that's out of the way. Today I want to talk to you about the phrase, knowledge is power. Now, we've been raised with that phrase and that term, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. That's true to a certain extent. I remember going to a seminar years ago, and the guy there, in giving his presentation, he said, knowledge is power, true and false. And he went on to say, knowledge plus action is what equals power. And I thought, that is so true. Knowledge plus action equals power. And I looked up a few quotes with respect to that whole phrase. And so some of the quotes that I came across that I wanted to share is to let you know, knowledge is potential. Action is power. Knowledge is power, but knowledge without action is useless. And even the great late Bruce Lee, he says, knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. And so that was by Bruce Lee. And so when you talk about prepping, now you have a lot of videos out with content creators, giving you information, knowledge about prepping, how to prep, things you should prep, how to get started. And you getting all of this information and you're getting all of this knowledge. But my question is, are you putting any action behind the knowledge that you are obtaining? For example, you could be watching gardening videos. You could have gotten all the materials. So you took a little bit of action. You got your seeds, you got your soil, you have your pots, or you have your land that you're going to grow your garden. However, you haven't planted any seeds. You haven't done any watering. You haven't done any feeding of your plants. So having all of that knowledge with the gardening and even having the supplies is not going to do you any good when it's time to eat, because you haven't taken any action to get your crops and your stuff growing. And another example, canning, for instance. You watch all the videos, you read books, you get all the knowledge on how to can. You did another partial action. You bought your pressure canner, You bought your mason jars. You have your pickling salt. You have all of the accessories to can. You have the food that you want to can. But it's just, you have it. All the knowledge, once again, but you haven't put any action into actually canning, having food for long term. So when the time comes long term down the line, even though you had all the knowledge about canning, you don't have the food, you don't have the product because you didn't put any action behind it. And then we go on to just regular prepping. You're watching the videos, you're learning about prepping, you're gung-ho, you're going to prep, or you might be on the fence, but you don't put any action into it. You're not buying that extra can of beans or extra box of macaroni and cheese or extra case of water when you go to the store. You haven't prepped an area, you haven't set a designated area aside for your preps. You haven't cleaned out an area so that you can start prepping, but you have all the knowledge. You can talk about it all day long about prepping, but you're not putting any action behind it. You have to put action. You have to get into action with anything. So knowledge is power, but knowledge with the action attached to it is where the real power lies. So if you want to get anything accomplished, you have career students, right? All they do is go to school. I mean, they are just very knowledgeable, but it stops there. They haven't put any action behind it. They haven't applied for any jobs. Well, I'm not really talking about today's climate because it's kind of tough, but I'm just saying, you get the picture, you get the point, right? They have all of this knowledge in their minds, but they haven't put any action behind it. So what good is it? What good does it really do you if you're not going to act on the knowledge that you have? So I just wanted to put this video out here to let you know, you don't sit, don't wait, don't sit and hold your knowledge. Turn it into action. Start making some moves so that you can be productive and you will be ready for any opportunities that come along, because you've taken your knowledge, things that you know, things that you're learning, and you're actually putting them into action. Just get started a little bit at a time. Action. Remember, knowledge plus action equals the power. So I want to see you getting into action. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I look forward to chatting with you in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to wake up and start every day with that attitude of gratitude. Again, I'd like to ask you, please give the video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And other than that, I will see you taking action by watching my next video. Bye.